Hi guys, welcome to my channel. We are going to be making ofe akwu, banga stew, the Igbo banga stew, the one you use in eating your rice. You combine it with your white rice. Yeah, I know that some tribe use banga to eat their swallow, like the Deltans. They use banga to eat their popular starch. But we the Igbos, we use our banga stew, ofe akwu, to eat our white rice. This is one of our native stew, one of the most delicious native food the Igbos have, ofe akwu. So today I'll be using this banga. This is a very fresh palm nut, palm fruit. This is palm fruit. This is what they use to process our palm oil. Okay, we are going to be using this much. Yeah, in case you don't have, you want to buy this banga for your banga stew. You buy the native and the agric, you mix it together. If you are buying 1 cup of agric, you also buy 1 cup of native. The agric version is normally thicker. Like when you after cooking it, the juice or the liquid is normally thicker than the other one. But the native has more oil, like more palm oil than the other one. So if you want to use the fresh one, like want to buy it, you buy one, maybe like 1 cup of native and 1 cup of agric. You combine two together to give you a better result. But guess what, guys? This is village palm fruits, palm nut. Which one? No, please let me know in the comment section. Mata bienile. But this apple is from the village. It's very, very fresh. So I'm going to be using this, and I guess this is native. We don't normally have agric in my place. We have just few agric. We have more of natives. So this is what I'm going to be using for this stew. So stay back and watch as I continue with this recipe. Okay guys, this is the second stage of this recipe. You can see the palm nut is done. Look at it. It's done. You can see it. It's done. It's done. So I'm going to be pounding it. And the best way and easiest way to do it, like in case you don't have your mortar, this is a piston. This is piston. In case you don't have a mortar, once you have buckets, you are good to go. If you have any small rubber buckets, you are good to go. So this is how to do it. Remember, I'm starting from the scratch. I'm starting from scratch. This video is a requested video. So many people requested for this overcook video. So that's why I want to start from scratch. Because some people don't know how to do it at all. So you can either use custard buckets or any small buckets you have at home. A clean bucket. You can just buy plastic buckets of maybe 100, 200 naira, depending on the quantity of the banga you want to use. So this is how to do it. I'm going to pound it very, very well. Okay, remember that before you start making your ofaku, apart from the palm fruit or the apple, you have an empty pot. You have an empty pot. Then you set this aside. This is where you are going to be putting the liquid. You must have a sieve. Please, if you don't have, go and buy it. It's very, very important. It protects the chaff from entering inside your liquid. Then, of course, you can see my kettle on the fire. You have to boil some water. Palm apple contains oil. If you use too much of cold water, even room temperature water, that is if you delay the process, the thing will start to gum, like the oil will slip over. So that is why it's advisable that once you want to do your apple, you just put your hot water. You boil some hot water. Of course, here I have a bucket of water. I'm not going to be using all this water. Just like this is what I'm going to be using. Okay, I just want it to be handy. I don't want to be stranded, like messing my hands up and going to start rubbing the oil in other kitchen utensils. No, I don't. This is a banga. This is it. It's ready. So I'm going to start by washing off this little water. So to this, I will take use spoon or don't use your hand. If you use your hand, it can easily enter your finger. Hmm. Hope you are seeing what I'm doing. Hope you can see me very well. Please let me know, okay? Please, this is one of the most important aspects of this video. In making offer, if you don't know how to do your apple, how to banner your apple, you're in trouble. Okay, let's take it one after the other. So to this, you start to wash it, like bringing out the juice. Be adding more water, little water. Remember the ofaku I'm preparing is a thick one, not the light one, not the watering one. This is a thick ofaku. So your thickness start from how you prepare your apple. If you add too much water, of course, you have water side at the end of the day. We are going to make it very thick. Can you see what I'm doing? Look at the thickness. Look at the thickness. Look at it. See the thickness. It's very thick. Hope you can see the thickness. It's very, very thick. Now you pour this one back. You add some water again. If your if it's no longer hot, you can add hot water now at this one. Okay, this one still has lots of liquid, so I'm going to be adding some water, like more water. Look at what we have here. You see the thickness. Hope you see the thickness. So this is light. I want to add more. So you take more again and add. Hope you are seeing what I'm doing. I see the thickness is too much. I have to add some water again. So remove the juice. So this time around, I'm going to be adding the hot water. Not so much, so I can use my hand on it. So to this, I'll be adding some cold water too. So, so guys, this is the quantity I'll be needing for this tea. Okay, guys, remember again, we are still on the matter of apple preparation. Here is the apple, the banga. I have boiled it for 10 minutes. Now, if you can look closely, you see this white thing on top. I'm going to be removing it. You see some people will tell you they don't like ofaku. Ofaku causes cholesterol. I don't know if it has been clinically proven. But me, I like to remove this thing. Okay, you are good to go. You can see the oil has settled on top. So here are the ingredients I'm going to be using. So I'm going to be using scent leaf, nchang. This is it. I have picked it already. This is it, scent leaf. So cooking this method or this recipe, I like to use my finger. You just pick your scent leaf like this. You use your finger and cut it into two, just like this. This is how I like my scent leaf to be whenever I'm cooking this thick ofaku. And over here I have my crayfish. I have some habanero pepper. I'm supposed to be using this all through, but I don't have enough, so I decided to add little scotch bonnet pepper. I still have some green pepper. All na pepper. All I want is the flavor. But habanero pepper will give you the best flavor you need in this ofaku, and the green pepper. So here I have little okpei, dadawa, okpei for additional flavor. You know, faku is a kind of native dish, so I want the ogiri okpei will give it that native taste. Over here I have my onion. I'll be using 2 onion bulb. I have added some in my already parboiled meat. I've parboiled my meat already. Here is my already parboiled meat. I'm using goat meat. I have parboiled this meat with some garlic and ginger powder, thyme and onion. Like I added this size of onion. Over here I have my salt. I will be adding salt to taste. And because I have added one knorr cube to my meat, I will be adding this one royco to the stew. And here I have my dried catfish for additional taste. In my place where I come from, no matter the amount of meat you are cooking with, if you don't add fish to that food, my dear, that food is not complete. Dry fish gives your food, your meal, that taste. Oh my God, try it and see what I'm talking about. Here is our meat stock. I'm going to be adding little, not all. I'm going to be adding little to this stew. I don't want my stew to be too watery. I purposely added the water to my meat so I can use the stock for something else. The last but not the least is my ginger, fresh ginger. See, if there is one ingredient you will be adding in this stew without every other ingredient here, please don't forget your ginger, your fresh ginger. This is the baba of this ofaku. I'm not going to be adding any pepper soup spices, ofaku spices, all those pepper soup spices. They are just pepper soup spices. I prefer them when I'm cooking my liquid, like the watering type of ofaku. When I'm cooking that watering ofaku, I can add my pepper soup spices. But for this thick ofaku recipe, all I need is just, you see my scent leaf, nchianwu, and my fresh ginger. Don't add fresh garlic, you no like the taste. Fresh ginger, like this quantity is enough for me. Now I have already boiled this for 10 minutes and remove the cholesterol on top. So now I'm going to start preparing the stew. I'm going to start by adding my ingredients. Another thing I want to do is another important thing eh, is to transfer this akpu to sieve it, because sometimes the head is normally black. Sometimes all those particles will be inside your food or your soup. Then when you are eating it, you'll be having some bites of them. They are not always pleasant. So I'm going to transfer it to this pot and pour away the debts that have settled under here. You see it is also very important. Okay, here in this case, they are very clean. It's very clean. It's very clean, but I'm going to use spoon to scoop out just very little. So I'm going to transfer it back. There is, if you look under here now, you see little black things. So now I'm going to be adding my dry fish. That is the first thing I'm going to be adding to my pot. Dry fish. I will also be adding some salt. So I'm going to allow this to cook for 10 minutes. One thing about tofaku is that you don't overcook it. When you overcook it, after cooking the stew, it will look like 2 weeks old stew. The taste will be so old. So I want it to be freshly cooked. Like I will just cook this fish for 10 minutes, then add all my other ingredients, cook for maybe additional 10 minutes, add my vegetable, my stew will be ready. Okay? So and another thing is that please don't cover it. When you are cooking ofaku, you don't cover your pot. Once you cover your pot, this thick this thick stew now will be very, in fact it will turn to water. When you are cooking your ofaku, you don't cover your pot. You leave the pot open until your stew is ready. Guys, at this point I will be adding my little stock. It's 10 minutes. So this is my onion and crayfish and pepper, ogiri, everything. I'll be adding everything. Then of course my salt. And the goat meat. The goat meat is still very strong, so I'll be adding it at this point. Guys. So I'm adding my red meat. Remember I said I'm adding just one, because I've added some seasoning cube to my meat when I was boiling it. So now I'm going to allow this to cook for 10 minutes. Additional 10 minutes. By then, my meat will have been properly cooked and every other ingredient, including the dry fish, will have been soft. Then I'll add my vegetable. Okay, guys, you can see how the stew is boiling. So at this point, I'm going to be adding my vegetable, and our stew will be ready. Our ofaku will be ready. You can see it. You can see the oil on top. So I'm going to be adding my vegetable at this point. So guys, I'll be adding my vegetable. add bit by bit, so you don't add too much. This too is very, very sweet. Smells so nice. Like all my apartment is smelling so nice. The aroma is top notch. So I'm just going to allow this to cook for 2 minutes, and our stew is ready finally. And please, if you have watched this video up to this point, hit that red subscription button, okay, so you'll be getting notifications whenever I upload a new video. Thank you so much. Comment down below in the comment section, drop your comments, like this video. This is it, guys. Our stew is ready. It's ready, 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 ready. Ready. Look at the consistency. If you want it thicker than this, you cook it more before adding your beef or your meat, so that it won't be too strong. Okay, so this is the consistency that I want. Look at this, guys. Oh, thank you so much for watching.